battery power to have a clean, efficient car? Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers, taping here at the North American International Auto Show. My guest today is Paul Eisenstein, the publisher of TheDetroitBureau.com. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you.
So I know you've had many observations as you've wandered the show over the past several days. Certainly a main theme that not only yourself but other analysts and journalists have come back with is that fuel efficiency seems to be a major focus of the show this year.
Fuel efficiency is a major focus of the auto buyer these days. I don't care if you are buying an Econobox or the biggest pickup, industry data will tell you that fuel economy has become the #1 demand from buyers of any vehicle on the road.
So certainly then all of the companies responding to that, and their technology it goes from hybrids to electric full-out plug-in cars. It was just last year the Volt was all the rage. I'm not seeing some big electric vehicles standing out this year, but what is sort of the wave of the future? It wasn't that long ago where fuel cells were supposed to take over.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? We keep hearing about the new technology of the future, and a couple years ago it was the hydrogen fuel cell, which still may come back. Hydrogen is a great technology. The problem is putting it on the road under the hood is very difficult. And so is battery power, and that's one of the curious things. The last 5 years we've been hearing from a lot of people, certainly the government, certainly a lot of environmentalists have been saying, we have to go to battery power. And there's no question, as we look out at some incredibly difficult fuel economy standards for 2025, it will be likely that we'll see a lot of battery power on the road. But here's the curious thing, you don't necessarily need batteries under the hood to make a car clean and extremely fuel efficient.
So what you're saying is that some of the vehicles, I'm hearing 40 miles a gallon is the new 30 miles a gallon for a standard combustion gasoline engine.
Yes, or diesel engine. And you're seeing one of the interesting things you will see if you come down to the show. There's a lot of diesel. Mazda is the first Japanese maker to put a diesel in a passenger car, at least in modern times. And they're going to be getting hybrid mileage or better out of that. The reality is the internal combustion engine, which a few years ago people thought was on its way out, engineers have gotten so good at squeezing every last drop of energy out of it. They've changed the equation. It used to be you could get better mileage or you could get better performance, or you can get cleaner emissions. They have found through things like, you've heard these terms, direct injection, variable valve timing, displacement on demand. These and other technologies, these new multi-speed gearboxes, 8, 9, even 10-speed gearboxes, suddenly you are getting better mileage and better performance. You look at a car like the new Porsche Boxster, you're getting 20%, in some cases, 20% better mileage. At the same time, you're getting 20% better performance out of the same engine.
How much are the automakers influenced by the gas prices, and how can they be as they fluctuate so hugely from month to month to month? But everyone's sort of calmed down about electric vehicles now because gas is no longer $4 a gallon.
Well, they're influenced in several different ways. Certainly they have to watch what's happening to the consumer market. And if this month you are selling more hybrids or more small cars, they have to flex. And one of the things you're seeing are manufacturers are becoming much more efficient at flexing plants to respond to the current demand. But the other thing is, longer term, they just have to accept CAFE is going to demand more efficient cars, probably smaller cars, and consumers, maybe not month by month, but the trend is going to be like this. So longer term, we're going to see smaller, more fuel-efficient cars.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to be with you.
Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Paul Eisenstein, the publisher of TheDetroitBureau.com.